Dollar. David Van Day and Teresa Bazar were the platinum blonde bombshells whose loved-up songs lit up the 80s. Dollar were the perfect pop package. They were even a real couple. Aww. But that was then, and now, with a combined age of 103, time has taken its toll. Dollar have piled on the pounds, and they need some serious help. It's down to the panel. 4 makeover maestros who have just 8 weeks to shape them up for a performance of a lifetime.
I think there's some unfinished business for us.
Ow! Ow!
Ow, that hurts.
Will Dollar hit new heights, or are they in for a fall?
Everything's wrong and nothing's right.
David Van Day and Teresa Bazar were the posh and becks of the 80s.
There was no girl-boy duo in England, and I think that's why it became so popular.
And we lived it. We really lived it. You couldn't have got to the top where we did without really living it.
They were very camp, they were fun, they didn't look like they were taking themselves too seriously, but they had this presence together.
In a decade-long career, Dollar sold 10 million records, had 5 top 10 singles and 3 top 40 albums. They were pop's hottest pairing. But the pressures of fame drove them apart. It's been nearly 30 years since Dollar topped the charts. Time has moved on. But can they turn back the clock? David and Teresa are reuniting for a special one-off performance in just 8 weeks' time. And they want to hit the stage looking like $1 million. So exactly what do Dollar want to change before their big gig? At 53, Teresa isn't happy with the way she looks.
I've got these big sort of wrinkles in my forehead and brown lines here, which I hate.
That super sexy bod has gone a little bit saggy. And she knows what she needs.
It'd be good to feel really trim and kind of looking hot.
David is 51. Watch out, this is what non-stop partying can do.
I'm sort to show the wear and tear of those early years of the 80s. It sort of caught up with me.
And before you know it, you can't see your feet.
Things are going south, and some jowly things are happening here. Get a bit podgier in the face, and get a bit darker and wrinkled around the eyes.
David is 3 stone heavier than he was 30 years ago, so he wants to lose weight and get in shape. Dollar were all about image, and it's obvious there's some serious work to be done. Dollar met in their teens in 1970s act Guys and Dolls. And before long, it was his and hers as David and Teresa became an item.
The other couples paired off, and there was only ever 3 double rooms booked. So I would go to a room, and then Teresa would come in and join me. And that's how it started, really.
How romantic. After 18 months on the cheese circuit, in 1978, the pair cashed in their chips and became Dollar.
I guess it was just so nice to see 2 people together who obviously really cared about one another. We were in love with each other, singing.
They were like the couple on top of the wedding cake, weren't they? Sugary, sugary sweet, slightly artificial looking.
But it was very real for David and Teresa.
There was a stack of chemistry, but I think that really shone through. I loved him to pieces.
They were top of the pops, but David wanted more, and he found the trappings of fame impossible to resist.
There was far too many pressures on me at the time, with girl dancers at the top of the pops, etc., and studios for me to resist. I was locked in the sweet shop, and it was fantastic.
I wanted to get married. David didn't. I was not interested in him mucking around.
And ladies weren't his only weakness.
Cocaine was naughty. I think at the peak, I was probably spending about £1,000 a week.
He was becoming a liability, and he just was a little bit out of control, too out of control.
And then I got busted.
And that was like, bye-bye, David.
so that was it. She split and she went to Australia.
No, I don't want you to go.
Teresa headed down under to Sydney, swapping the life of a pop princess for that of a housewife. But 20 years on, their lives still mirror each other. Both are single parents of two, Teresa in Sydney and David in Brighton. Two old popsters, older, wiser, and a whole lot wrinklier. So why do they want a makeover?
To think you're going to have any chance of success looking, shall we say, rough, I don't think would happen. So if we really mean this, we've got to do it properly, and that means getting up to speed and getting our looks right.
And it isn't only David and Teresa who want to see the duo getting back in tip-top shape.
He's getting a bit of a big tummy now, yeah, and his health is not very, great.
And he's got his mad boobs.
Nothing worse than actually looking at yourself and really seeing the reflection is not what you want to see.
She's had a lot of stress in the past few years and stuff, and I think that it would be really good just to get some help for people to help her for once.
She thinks it's going to make her happy. I'm happy with her decision, and I want her to do it because that's going to make her happy, and if she's happy, then I'm definitely going to be happy.
It's perfectly simple then. If she's happy, he's happy. Happy? And whose job is it to put the smile back on David and Teresa's faces? It's our makeover maestros, the panel. The man who can transform them under the knife, plastic surgeon Fabian Blaschke. Dr. Nina Kouvaras, a specialist in non-invasive treatments. Fitness guru Mark Antony claims he can deliver a superstar body in no time. And finally, stylist Hannah Sandling, providing fresh ideas for an up-to-date look. The panel has just 8 weeks to give Dollar an image overhaul before a one-night-only performance. If they can stand the sight of each other.
Yeah.
Coming up, the agony begins.
I do feel beat up. It is like a train set, yeah.